Hello there, YouTube. This is Sybilz and Bits back at it again. This time with JayVo.
Hey, everybody.
JayVo is a guy. No, he is a. You may know him from the Back for Blood videos that I have posted on the channel, or if you're here from elsewhere or from Arcanium, you have no idea who JayVo is. JayVo is a swell human being, as far as I know so far. And today we're going to be here playing Hellcard, a cooperative deck builder where you and two other possibly swell human beings can team up against the forces of Heck. At least I think we're past the 15-second mark. We can say hell now. All right. Anyways, just want to let everybody know ahead of time that the game is pretty easy to follow as we go through it. But just so that you guys are aware, we are currently playing on Torment 1, in which case we both have chosen a 1-point modifier, Malice, against us. We've both taken 5 less max HP on start, which otherwise everything else is going to be completely the same as if you were to start a game normally. And with that, just the order of operations here. Well, I guess just to start out, we can play up to 3 people, but it actually scales pretty well with 2 as well. You just get less options. And you can play as the same class, you can play as all different classes. Not shown here is the rogue class, which is sort of like your archery, like range damage class. And throughout the game, we're going to be choosing different floors. So as you can see on my screen here, we are both at floor 1, and we're going to be descending this dungeon together. However, you can sort of consider that we're each scouting out our own rooms. And so, collectively, we are going to come up with 3, because one will be chosen at random in a 2-player game, locations where we can spend our gems or money or actions, however you want to call it, after fights in order to progress our decks. And how are you feeling about your locations there, JayVo?
Let's see. I have a choice between the warrior's specific armory, which allows me the opportunity to either heal members of the party or upgrade cards, or I can gain extra block. But as the first map, we don't have a whole lot that we want to upgrade, and hopefully we're not taking enough damage to worry about healing just yet. So my other option is the vault, where we get a chance to gain new artifacts, which we didn't take any to start with because we wanted the money instead. You also get to pick between what enemy type is in each of these locations, which sometimes may factor into your decision making. But again, it's the first level, so we're going after zombie corpses in the vault.
I have the corpses location, which allows us to get access to new cards, maybe trade up cards. It's basically another way to get more cards in your deck, and I have skeletons at mine. And so, again, while we're choosing each of these individual areas, all of these enemies are going to be in the same combat. However, as you're about to see in multiplayer, the screen is bisected or trisected in a 3-player game into different zones, and I'm stuck with mainly skeletons since that was my choice, and JayVo is stuck with mainly zombies or zombie corpses since that was his choice. And they usually add 1 extra enemy in there. I don't know where my extra enemy is, but to add like a little bit of spice and make sure that you're not completely counterpicking the game. It doesn't really matter until later when you get into like the much harder enemies.
And I think he ended up on my side of the screen on the left. I think this dude.
Yeah, like you got an extra, but I did not. Like,
good thing I'm the warrior.
Yeah. And
play
so,
is done simultaneously, so you can kind of work out your strategy of what cards or abilities you want to use based on however much energy or mana you have available to you. So you can see what card your partner is intending on playing. You can also see the highlights of, in this case, I have an AoE ability. All 3 of these individuals will be affected by it. So the communication is pretty good, even if you're not the sort of a gamer that wants to use a mic. You can play quite well silently, but that's less fun for YouTube. And so anyway, I have a Mighty Blow, which is 2 damage in a medium radius, and 1 character affected by the AoE will take an additional 2 damage. So I can contribute that. This green heart on the zombie corpses indicates that if you deal damage to it without killing it, you take a damage. So I'm probably going to block a little bit first. In fact, I'll probably just full block, because I don't have enough mana otherwise to Mighty Blow. So I can just either support you.
Can you do
pass.
2 damage to this zombie right here?
The only damage card I have is Mighty Blow, and it costs 2. I only have 1 remaining.
Oh, I see. So can you block me then?
I can.
All right. So Warrior is, generally speaking, at least in the start of the game, your team blocker and near range specialist. You can also see that we have this little circle in the center of the field that is referred to as both near, next to us, and far, away from us. And that is important for specific cards. Again, namely, Warrior likes to do damage in near. But he can certainly get cards that don't care whether it's in near or not and do all other sorts of things. There's actually 100 cards for each class, and you can pretty much do not necessarily everything, but you can do every like team role that you would think of: DPS, AoE, shielding, other sorts of support. No matter which class that you are, certain characters just do it differently than others. And so Mage doesn't really care about whether something's near or far. What you start with are these magic bolts, which deal 1 damage, but if it kills, you get to draw a card and gain 1 mana. So it's essentially a free cantrip. And whenever a mage is in your party, that's basically like the little mini game, is how do we set up these? Because, you know, taking enemies off the field for cheap and technically free is pretty good. We also have access to this lightning card, which is going to deal 3 and then 1 damage to the 2 nearest monsters. And that's going to hit 2 of these zombies here, which is why I wanted that block, because, again, we did not kill those zombies, so we took 1 retaliation damage. Then I'm just going to blop this here. We're both out of actions, so we're going to end our turn, and then all the enemies get to act.
The enemies have their intentions are the icons above their heads. Eventually, you can mouse over them. The tooltips in this game are also very robust. So at any point you're wondering what all of the different visual elements mean, you pick that up pretty quickly as well. I have a bunch of sword slashes and some shield blows, but I have no AoE this turn.
Okay, so how about I actually block you, and you try and set up some... Yeah. So after like the first few rooms, JayVo and I are pretty much just going to start like probably bantering and just discussing things. Hopefully that looks good for YouTube. But just to sort of give an idea of, I don't want to, usually I'm known in Arcadium for over-explaining things. I don't think that this is necessarily the game for over-explaining every single turn and how we're going to play it.
I have Mighty Blow.
Excellent.
And I have a sword slash to kill either one of them, or I can shield you for 2.
Then I can finish. And there we go. All enemies have been removed from the field, so each time we will get 1 gem as, again, sort of our like meta, like in-game meta currency. And then we get a choice of a card reward. And I am actually about this sucker bolt. It's basically that magic bolt that we're trying to get last hits with, except it does an extra damage, which is a lot in this game. Generally speaking, like good damage in this game stops at around 5 damage, but you're going to start running into enemies that have like 15, 20, 30 health. And so dealing 2 damage doesn't seem like a lot, especially compared to other games, but in this game, it's quite significant, especially for where we're at.
I got Boomerang Shield, by the way.
Oh, nice. And so, sort of to describe this that we sort of mentioned earlier, after every floor you do 1 combat, and then you get pretty much like if you've played Darkest Dungeon, the camping phase. Again, I selected this corpses room, JayVo selected this vault, and this ruins was selected at random because we don't have a third person. I can spend any of my gems in any of these locations, even the one that I have not chosen. The only stipulation is that I cannot choose 2 events from the same location. So for instance, I cannot both search and bury.
Unless you have an artifact that says so.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to spend 3 from the vault to get one of 3 rare or legendary artifacts. Can of beans, baby.
Since you have, you said you had shield bash, right, or whatever it's called.
Boomerang shield, yeah.
Boomerang shield. Okay, I have silver mirror. Every time you block me, you get half that block. So if you get juicy AOE blocks, that's going to be even more beneficial for you.
Super here for that.
And then
I
we
think I'll buy
actually,
some-
so long as a thing doesn't say like random, like get a random artifact of any rarity, if I was to snatch here, that would spend my coin. But as you saw before we started explaining everything, I can take a look at Examine for free. So having 3 gemstones whenever you go to a vault is very powerful, because I get to see if anything here is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm actually about that Longboat Coal, which will increase the rarity of one of my cards at any card reward screen.
It's a great pickup for the end of room 1.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can do a armory now. Otherwise, ruins. We can Gamba.
Corpses or vault again for me. Same options as last turn.
Well, I think I'm going to go for the armory, just so that if I do get something that's relatively good, I might be able to upgrade it.
Then I'll take vault again, just in case we don't. We have something else to spend our money on.
Oh, wait, I didn't hear that you got can of beans.
I do have can of beans.
It is ridiculous. I'm hovering over it so that YouTube can see. It is basically Snecko Eye, except in that camping screen. It will either give any value between 0 and +1. And despite what other people may try to tell you, that maths out very well unless you're somehow very unlucky. Like, it is... it's... Especially if you get stuff for free, like, that is crazy economy.
Anything for free, even if it isn't particularly good, starts to become a much better option than like a 2 cost that is generally good, just because you're saving your money. The Rogue in particular has cards that encourage you to save money, so there's some cool counterplay in the game around that too. I have Mighty Blow and a Sword Slash, so I can nuke some pigs. And those archers, at least.
Yeah, if you can Mighty Blow this, I think I can mop them up.
I can grab all 4 of those.
Yep.
And we'll see where the bonus damage goes.
Oh, I went on the pig.
Rip.
But that's fine. I have a handful of magic bolts. Actually, no, right. It hit the skeleton warrior, so I can last hit him too. So now I'm basically safe. And I'm just gonna do my madness here.
I do have 1 far or 2 close that I can deploy. I'm kind of tempted to put it on this dude.
That should work. I'm going to self-block, because what I am actually going to do is bolt this thing, kill it, and I'm going to take 1 reflect.
Since that guy's going to sharpen bones, that leaves a 1-up for you to bolt if you draw 1.
Yep, you're good to go. And I got another bolt.
I can do the poison guy, and then I can...
I'll just shield up and then lightning this man here. And then...
Okay. Then I can also shield. Give him that. And now it's just a race to see who can play a card faster. Would you like to have some card draw?
Card draw is interesting. I don't think that I necessarily need it.
No, but it's a 0 cost that also lets me draw cards, so it effectively is not any extra space I'm taking in my deck. I like to run a thin option so I get to my combos faster. That seems to enable that. So Can of Beans has changed a whole bunch of stuff around for me. Looks like for the most part it made things one thing cheaper. Although I can forge for 1, that sounds great.
Forge for 1?
Forge
That's
for 1.
sounds pretty good, especially with Boomerang Shield. That gets you one step closer to it having AoE. Unless you don't have that card unlocked because of your rank, I suppose.
It's possible. I can get Death Blow, Charge, Sticks and Stones. Sticks and Stones is probably what I'm looking to do.
Right, it's a point-click defense to damage.
1 mana, deal damage equal to your block.
Yep. And so that way you don't have to worry about things getting in the way of other things, like with Boomerang Shield.
Correct. So that was a pretty good spend for 1. Thanks, Can of Beans.
Oh, by the way, my mini-boss is on floor 6. We got tons of time.
Yep. Mine is also on 6, though, so that'll be exciting.
Oh, that'll be spicy. Camps are stuff that we use to heal ourselves. We honestly haven't taken any damage, so I guess we're going to go to the library, which you might be able to trade up an artifact. I don't know why you'd want to trade up Can of Beans.
I
don't know.
Don't.
I just want the enemies more than the ones that were given in the other one.
I'm going to go Smithy, because if Beans gives me a cheap upgrade to a card of my choice, like Forge,
yeah. Again?
just keep rolling that.
Yeah. I was also today years old when I realized that Smithy was actually a warrior specific.
Is it? I thought the armory was warrior specific.
Oh, yeah, that one. My apologies. When I didn't realize until you said that I was like, huh, I actually don't have any smithies at all on my thing, and all I have are these stupid libraries.
Say library is the mage specific, and hideout is the rogue specific.
I just have blocks and bolts.
I have blocks and a sword slash, and I have a stretch.
Well, if you can sword slash one of these guys, I can at least kill him.
Do you? Yeah, sure.
And then I don't really... Actually, watch me draw my link. No, it was a lightning. God damn. And then I can finish myself.
Great.
Especially in the later game, Hellcard becomes more of a game of how do we solve all these problems?
How do we not die this turn?
Exactly. It does become a turn-by-turn basis. I can Sucker Bolt this guy back here. Would you like a card? I could use a card, yes. We are going to probably have to get hit by this imp. That imp, what this says is, if it is in your range, which it is, it will deal its damage to all of us when it dies. So we can't really avoid that because we don't have any knockback.
That's true.
What I can do is I can link you to give you 3 mana. Would you be able to make some stuff happen?
I only have 1 shield block, so my Sticks and Stones is kind of lame.
Okay,
I do have a Mighty Blow and 2 Sword Slashes, though.
I can Ethereal Shield.
So if you can grant me some shield, I can stick in stone like an archer or whatever.
Sounds good. Because if you get my archer, then I'm good.
Right.
And then I
can Sword Slash if it sets up a bolt for you.
That would have to be one of those zombies.
I mean, I'll take 1 just regardless.
Yeah, like it doesn't sound very good. I'd much rather give you a card and a mana.
Great.
Because that might be a block.
Slash, but I can Mighty Blow. I did not get a block. But I can do...
Well, I mean, if you want to get really janky with it, you could make sure that you only hit the archer with Mighty Blow, and then the secondary hit would definitely hit it as well.
You're right. I can just single.
But that's also like 1 health is another thing to note.
As opposed to like all of these guys.
but you'd be hitting
But then I'm taking
3
poison from all
zombies.
that too. So that's less good. Maybe we should just remove this guy. That saves 3, that puts that to 2. Yeah. Armor on the imp is a little disappointing to see.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take 1 damage from him.
Would you like a card?
Trying to think about what I could possibly do with a card. I
didn't know
suppose
if you
you
were going to put things into
might
your
as
draw.
well. I'm just gonna go ahead and oh, not there. Do this, I guess, to get rid of 5 damage. And then if you make me draw, it's my link, so I can give you 1 mana and make you draw a card.
I'll take it. Unless you have something better. I have shield blocks and a sticks and stone, so I can remove a threat, probably one of these guys.
Yeah. Because how many blocks do you got?
I have I can share, if I spend all 3 mana, I can give 3 packets of 2.
Okay, so you can full block yourself.
Yes.
And then you can get this guy, and then I would only be missing.
I need 1 more mana to do that. Although
Yeah.
I suppose I could, yeah. More shield.
Or another thing that you could do right here, not to get in the way of that. If you block me, you'll bring yourself up to 5. And then it's either 2 health on me or 1 health on you, however you want to slice that. And that's only because I have the silver mirror.
Correct. And then I will take the 1. Do you want me to bump?
It would have to be this
your
guy.
Archer?
Yeah. And then I should have Sucker Bolt next turn, which means that I can get the Archer on your side.
I can force you to draw a card.
Okay.
I have Mighty Blow, I have some shields, I have some swords. Nothing that deals 3, though.
Okay. Are you able to block me
block 4.
once? Because I'm thinking I'm going to Lightning.
I can...
Which is going to kill that guy. Hit the 2 closest, so now you can sword slash them.
Correct.
And then I can do this. And once you do that, we're full blocked.
Well done. I have blocks, I have sticks. I can block you 1, I can block me 1, and then stick one of the 3 damage zombies.
Okay. And I guess what I'm going to do is just get that guy in range and then just hit this guy 1. Yeah, this imp that's blocking is kind of annoying.
Mighty
All right.
Blow.
I have a Sucker Bolt. And then I'm going to Lightning here. That'll get rid of all that business, and now you can go ahead Mighty Blow. And I can... Oh,
So we could have shielded.
I was supposed to block first. Yes, you're right. That was my bad. I got distracted by the dopamine.
That's fine. We don't like imps. Second boomerang shield, Groundbreaker. Doesn't seem like it's in 4 damage in an AoE for 2. Doesn't seem great, but if it upgrades into... Even that's not great. I think it's more boomerang shield.
How does this upgrade?
The library is offering me to exchange my can of beans for a tiny bamboo. You know, I think I'm going to pass on that.
No, I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. However, I can trade a shield block for mighty weaponry. That's a heck of a trade.
That is pretty good. And
I get a free weld. Holy crow.
Guess I'm gonna go with this. It might become good. That's kind of tempting. Okay, I'm getting rid of one of my bolts for some more AoE. And I took AoE in the last reward.
I took single damage cards for what's worth. I did not get any defensive cards. I did upgrade a sword slash to a short sword for free. That was fun. Thanks, Beans. I have a choice between ruins and the camp. We've taken a little damage, but nothing I want to spend money about.
Yeah.
So, thinking that it's the ruins with a Templar.
I'm gonna have a vault, just in case you start popping off because of the beans.
The beans deliver. Has the coal been paying off for you? Have you found anything good off that?
I was offered a rare that I almost took.
So almost. Would you like a free card?
Yeah, I'm gonna be using this anyways now.
Mighty
One
weapon.
of my AoEs is in near range, and another one is in long range.
This is a 12 damage AoE that I'm waving around.
Oh.
I will be disarmed, but I'm not taking damage this turn. But I can dunk 12 for these guys if you want to finish up that Templar. Does that seem good?
May be able to do that, yeah.
I mean, I could also... Yeah, there you go. I can take a pig off. I can shield you.
I can shield myself for 1.
I have a sticks and stones as well if you want me to deal 1 damage to something.
Or
I can sword slash. Or I can now take out a pig. Or I can put it on that summoner.
Yeah, whatever's clever at this point.
Just in case I get my mighty weapon again. Another mighty blow. Kills pigs dead.
Yeah, sounds good. Then I have a zap, which is 5 damage. Something. Actually, hold up. Let me get one of those pigs.
I would say you since your lightning bounces, you need to.
Actually, are you able to get the summoner in with your mighty blow?
If I'm including the summoner, then it's these 4.
That sounds great.
Do you want me to start that way?
Yep. Because that is free. Okay, I didn't really get anything spectacular, but there we go. And I can block you 1.
Okay, that's great because I can block myself too. Summoned 1 whole skeleton, huh?
Well, I mean...
Would you like a free card?
Yeah, might as well. Oh, a magic bolt. Who would have thought?
I have both sticks and boomerang shield and a mighty blow available. And
so, would it be better for me to just give you all my mana?
You're not currently taking damage, so yeah, probably should.
Should I give you an ethereal shield before doing so, or do you have much better block than that?
I only have one block, so whatever block you can grant
Okay.
me is pretty good.
So I'll give you 2.
Nice, and I drew into block, which is also good. Can't give me one more, can you?
No, that was the trade-off. I gave you 1 block for that.
Let's say if I had 6, I could nuke him out. So... he's not even close enough to anything for... So if I do... that'll leave him at 2. I think it just kind of works out to be a wash either way. Or, no, actually I can take this guy out. That's probably going to end up being better. Because he's going to sharpen bones and do the last damage to himself. And then I can stretch.
Congratulations, sir. You played yourself.
Mighty weapon, as well as short sword.
Oh, so, you can do, like, yeah, 12 to him? Sounds good.
Yeah. I can give more draw, or I can give 6 block to all heroes.
How much does the block cost?
Barricade is 2 mana for give 6 to all heroes. 6 block. Or another free draw.
Well, actually, since I have Silver Mirror, that's also 9 block for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Barricade's the one. Oh, Tavern Sign, though. Lose 2 max HP to gain 1 block for every monster in your slice with an attack attempt at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a lot of block.
You use that.
I think that's worth it. No freebies this time. The beans didn't come through.
I'm gonna gamble.
After this floor, we're going to have double boss. So I think I'm going to pick Smithy for upgrades.
Sounds good.
I think we're healthy enough that we don't need a camp yet. Although after these bosses, we will probably
We
really
might.
want to camp.
That is a lot of pigs. Yes. Okay, how much can you... Oh, never mind, I can block us for enough. I feel pretty good about that.
That was good. That was nice.
Do you need 1 draw?
I'll take a draw.
Okay. Like, I can't give you any mana, but that still works.
Well, it's more shield. It's just options. I was hoping to get my mighty weapon, but I didn't.
Yeah, mighty weapon would be pretty large.
I'm wondering if I can take this guy off the table or him. I'm trying to see if I can count up to 15. Ish.
You mean in game?
1, 2. I can get to 7, 8. But if I do... I think I have to get the summoner. I can do the summoner, but then I take the damage. That's only 2? Yeah, I think so.
Still pretty good.
It's close. We're setting up for AoEs, and I'm just going to have to take my 2.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling quite comfy over here.
You're looking great. A little less so.
If I get my Inferno, I can pretty much take care of all these things.
Yeah, and I have big AoEs too, which are due. I have Barricade and Mighty Weapon this turn, and
I
a
have
and a
in
free draw.
Inferno, so I'm gonna just
Oh,
play it
yeah, all right. Do that then.
because it's worth it. And I can take care of this guy for you.
Great.
And I can take care of... How does this split? That's a pretty good split. Can I make that look more appetizing? Nah, this is it. Hold up.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah,
It's
really
important
doesn't...
to note that damage isn't applied until the visual effect hits the target, so it is quite possible that when you're playing quickly, you can both spend a card to affect the same target. The first attack kills it, the second one is wasted. So it's the only time where voice comms really kind of wins out, is
Right.
negotiating who goes next.
And there is quite a bit of ordering that can go on in this game. Oh, I wish I had one more mana. I even had the magic bolts, man. I'm twitching. Good old sharpened bones tech. All right. I can hardly do anything. Would you... Oh, that'll do it. I was just about to give you 3 mana.
Only needed 1.
Hey there, Splash. When a monster is moved by heroes, break a block. In the destination. Unfortunately, I don't think we got a lot of forced movement.
I don't think we have any yet. I can either break block, which doesn't seem great, free draw card for everyone, which is pretty good, or tip the scales, gain 2 block after you kill a monster. For 2, but every time I play it, it gets more expensive. I don't
Right,
have a
but
ton
it
of
still
mana
gets
right
put
now.
into play.
Correct. 2 block after you kill, and I have a lot of AoE. But at a cost of 2, how much AoE am I throwing at that point? I guess if I get closer to leaning into this passive block gain thing. What does it upgrade to? Dread. Okay. I guess we tip the scales. I just really need to get stuff out of my deck at this point.
I'm sorry, game. I will gladly spend 1 gemstone and 2 max HP to gain 8 max HP.
Wow.
I'm healthier than I've ever been.
So I can exchange the card I just got for initiative. Seems less good, but it is free. Deal 2 damage, 4 if its intent is not attack. That's pretty efficient, and it doesn't have a range issue. For free? I can explore for free. That's worth 50% chance for free to gain 3 gems. Let's do that first. Hey, it paid off.
Oh! Never punished.
Thanks, Beans. I can forge for 1 as well.
So for those of you watching wondering why something like Can of Beans could possibly be added to this game, this has been nerfed.
Yeah. Yeah, if Beans only applied to 1 location as opposed to any all locations, it would be much less powerful. Unless I could pick what location I apply the beans to, but... Man, decisions. I can forge for 1. That's going to happen no matter what I do.
I mean, for it to be on the same level as Golden Ticket, which since you guys can't see it, is all choices in the location that you choose are set to 1. 1, of course, obviously being the lowest that anything could possibly be. That generally can save you, air quotes, 2 per floor. Whereas Can of Beans can just save you 6, 9. They would almost have to make it reduce the cost of 3 random options by 1. And then it would be on par with Golden Ticket.
I think I'm going to keep Tip the Scales over Initiative, but it feels bad. 2 block after killing a monster is just really good.
Well, and when you upgrade it, right, then it turns into...
Dread.
Do you not have the one that gives everybody 2 block?
That's Dread.
Oh, it is Dread.
Yep. And I upgraded my Barricade, so instead of 2 mana for 6 armor to both of us, it is 1 mana for 6 armor to both of us, and I gain a skill card.
Okay.
So that seems good. This, however, is where we start really playing.
Yes.
Double boss. Would you like a bunch of free block off the bat? I think so.
I would very much like some free block.
I have Sticks and Stones in hand, and I have more shield, so I can deal my shield in damage to whatever we want.
Okay, I'm thinking what I might want to do is give you an ethereal shield, and then there really is nothing that I can sucker bolt here.
This guy's gonna sharpen, or no, he's just attack up. He's not.
Yeah,
sharpening.
he's just attack up. But allow me to ethereal shield you, and then I can just throw out 3 damage.
Do I take the Skelemancer off the table then, or just because I can gain another armor, and then I can Stick and Stone him. Seems good. Well, when you gain armor, I gain 1 back, so I can give you 2, and I gain 1 off that.
Correct.
Let's be efficient then.
That
and
felt
if I had
quite
one more
efficient.
mana, I could negate the damage for me this turn, but I'm tapped otherwise.
That seems good.
So taking 2 doesn't make me sad.
Then I think I'm going to start face racing this boss.
Sure.
Because we have to at some point.
I just wanted to control summoners before all the group buffs go off. Plus, I'll draw my mighty weapon here sooner or later. Tip the Scales this early? Am I killing anything this turn?
So I can blow up the imps. The problem is that we're going to take a crap ton of damage.
That is true.
What I could do... I can only AoE block for 2, though. It doesn't seem very efficient. Do you have better block cards in your deck?
Well, I played our 6 to everybody last turn.
Right, so there's nothing in your deck that would be worth me making you draw 4.
Draw 4?
Draw 3.
I'm wondering if I'll draw back into it at that point. My discard pile is 6 right now, and my total deck is 14. I have 5 in hand.
Oh, your deck over on the left side is your draw pile.
Oh, which is 3. So if I was going to draw all of those, that includes Mighty Weaponry, Camaraderie, and Mighty Blow, so I will get a shuffle. Telling me there's a chance?
I'm willing to gamba.
Let's do it. So I got the Mighty Blow, of course. Here's Camaraderie for a card. We'll see if we shuffle into it. Did not get a good block. I can deal... This is 12.
That seems pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And
well,
then...
I can ignore the imps and get everybody else, including killing the healing guy in the backfield.
That seems very good.
Yeah. And then...
I unfortunately don't have really any good bolts in hand. See, this is the thing, though.
Deciding how I want to kill him.
If at the very least, you should block yourself. Because these guys are honestly just going to keep getting buffed by this Skelzerker and themselves. So we pretty much have to kill them, since we have no knockback.
And they're going to deal 6 when they pop?
Total, yes. And so I'm going to Inferno them to take them out. I can block myself for 1.
I'm wondering if it's more efficient to block you and then bounce off the mirror for it.
You also have less health?
I do. They're gonna deal 6. All right. Well, if that's the case, yeah. Do you want me to heal, block myself for 4, or you for 4 and gain 2?
I think that you should block yourself for 4, personally.
All right, we'll do that then.
Excuse me?
Did it not happen?
I didn't kill the last fire imp. Oh, well, that's going to be terrible. Okay. It did have armor, but I thought that I was dealing 6. I must have just been dealing 4 instead. I can't read.
Okay.
Oh! God damn. Okay, so I'm going to wait until you get your AoE block. Yes, that thing. I'm going to wait till you have that thing, and then I'm going to... I'll do this. This. I'm fine. You're fine. Unfortunately, this Mother Hubbard's getting in here.
That's true. And we expected that we were going to have to do some healing after this fight anyway, and we're about at half health, so I think we're on track.
Did you take a camp? Was your location a camp?
No, but we'll find one soon.
Fair enough. So then I guess I'll just sucker bolt this guy in the face. This combination is nasty.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying this much, especially since we don't have any way to reposition
Actually
that guy.
deal with that. Do you have your block to damage?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I did not draw into it. I can kill the imp, and we'll all take 6.
I say we wait until you draw your 1 card again. If you can deal some damage to that guy.
He's far, but yes. The other option is...
You have a Mighty Blow, yeah?
Yeah, I can Mighty Blow like this and get the boss in on that as well. Seems fine. He's healing, though. I guess I can short sword him for 2. But he's healing.
I mean, that's going to happen.
Well, I can also do 4 to the boss instead.
Oh, well. It's whichever's clever. If I get my bolt, then I'll be able to deal 5 to the support.
He's healing.
I know, but it is what it is.
I think we'll be efficient. We'll just get max value out of the short sword. We're kind of taking this slow anyway, hoping for block. Oh,
wait, he sharpened him. Oh my god, that was terrible.
To the pain. I got my 12 if you can do 7 to the boss.
I can do...
Hold on.
6.
How about that? How about that?
I mean, that definitely makes me feel better, but I can't do more damage to the boss.
Well, how about I just kill everything?
Okay.
Why did that not happen? Oh, I lost my shield when I played the other card. Oh, no.
If I give you 2 mana?
I'm currently disarmed, so I can't gain anymore. Unless I can do... with mana, I could just sword slash him. I can't deal 4. I can do 2 unless I draw a card.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do then.
Now
Teamwork.
We got it.
Teamwork!
Never fear.
Calculated.
I got another mighty weaponry. I think that's worth taking a second one of. Or I have the opportunity to... No, that's to bring something close.
I have Brand of Doom. Inflict 5 mark.
5 mark, wow.
Yep. Lump of coal finally paid off.
Free exorcism, let's go. So do I drop sword slashes or shield blocks? I think it's slashes.
It might be slashes, yeah.
Free weld. That's Dread for free. Gotta love that.
I have a camp up ahead.
Fantastic. I will have a camp on floor 8, so that works out okay. Would you rather have the Smithy for upgrades, or would you rather have the Sage to remove cards? I think I'd rather remove. I still
Yeah,
feel a
remove
little...
sounds good. That option sounds differently when you have a can of beans.
Exactly. Stripping cards for free seems quite good.
That's
See
a lot of
Guilliman?
summoners.
Yeah.
And an undead priest.
I have Mighty Weapon, and I have Mighty Blow,
Okay.
but we're taking a lot of damage. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to heal that last turn, so... Can I delete enough damage that you don't die? Let's find out. I can kill all of that. I can kill...
But then you'll curse yourself, so do you also have other stuff that you have to do?
I will be disarmed if I Mighty Weapon, so the question is, can we prevent... What damage am I taking on the other side? Because you're also in threat of dying. Can you do any of the things that'll... What's your big play this turn?
After you do that, I can crowdsource to finish off. Oh, actually, if you go...
I can also blow all these... Well, this is 12 damage, not 15. Can you do 3 to mop up these little ones?
Yes.
You can do 3 to all of those?
Yep.
And also survive yourself?
That is not a thing.
Okay. Then is it better for you to live or for me to live?
Good question. If somebody is... See, that's the thing. Because I don't think that any single person can take out all these... If these guys are going to AoE block, that's going to cause problems just in general.
Mm-hmm. Well,
if these guys keep summoning, that's going to cause problems just in general.
This also prevents 12 damage to you, so you still survive, right? You'll be low, but you'll... And I may as well take the debuff instead of you.
Yeah.
I can also Mighty Blow somewhere, if that helps. I could Mighty Blow and then Weapon and clear all this. I will take 5. So I would live, and there's no summoning. Although
Actually,
I would take it 2 because of the poison.
I'm like 1 short from being able to, like, solve this for you.
1 short of 1 what?
Mana.
Ah, well,
if I give you mana, actually, I might be able... So, you can Mighty Weapon, then Mighty Blow, yeah? That's what you're saying?
That's correct. It just means that I lose all of my block and cannot gain block from my cards.
Okay. Mighty Blow first on that man.
Mighty Blow? And just him? Or
yes.
Include him in it?
Just him.
Mighty Blow just him?
Yep.
That'll put him at 1?
Yes. Okay. Now, if you Mighty Weapon my edge...
I can do all the ones dealing you damage. I don't know if I can get a 4th
That would be
strike
nice,
in
but
there,
I would
though.
honestly rather you just hit everything, because we have heals after this fight. We just need to control it.
Alright, so this is 12 to all of these that are highlighted.
Sounds good.
And we don't die. At least not this turn.
For now.
For now. And you still have a mana to spend.
I do. I just had to choose where that's going to deal the least collateral damage. And I think it's going to be here, because you're probably going to try to AoE block next turn. Oh! Alright, game. I have Inferno. I can take care of everything in near range.
I can make you draw a card, and I have a mighty weapon.
What else is dealing damage to you? Oh, they're getting buffed by this guy. Okay, so yeah, I can take care of you.
Would you like a card before you make any decisions?
I think this is going to happen regardless.
I think you're going to draw a card regardless. I got Dread. I can Dread Mighty Blow, and that's a lot of armor.
Okay. In retrospect,
really
I should have waited until you play. I didn't realize that you had Dread.
I just drew into it when I forced us to draw a card. Sitting at 1 hit point's a little spicy. I gotta really be careful with the... I gotta figure out how to do 15 to that guy. Is Dread right?
Dread, I think Dread is right. Because we're going to get a ton of things summoned.
Right.
So we're actually going to get a lot of armor over the course of this.
I agree. So this is 12 damage. Can you finish any of these 15s?
Yes.
Do you want me to do these, or these, or these? This looks pretty okay, but we don't block a summoning. We can also deal this way, if you're afraid of the summoners.
I'm not. Again, since you have Dread, I'm feeling quite comfortable with them summoning things right now. If we can make sure to get this guy, and probably the Puffy Corpse, because that's 3 AoE damage towards us.
So, like this?
That'll work. Then what I can do is I can zap here, here.
Magic Pixel.
Magic Pixel, indeed. Oh, I suppose if they just summon one dude, though, we're not going to get a lot of block off of Dread. But I think that we did good.
Definitely.
The typical bits, wait, he's dead. Wait, he's alive.
Boomerang Shield for 10.
Would you appreciate me making you draw all 3 cards?
3 cards? If you make me draw 3 cards, I almost am guaranteed a Mighty Weapon.
Okay.
Mighty Weapon? And Sticks and Stones.
If you Mighty Weapon, I can last hit.
How something much do you need to last hit with?
I have 3, so it'll be fine. Because it deals 12, yeah?
How about these 3? It deals 12, yes. But then I lose all my block, so I should probably Stick and Stone somebody first.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So I can deal 10. I can just bump this guy right off. And I can
That's the business right there.
We get that like this.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Inferno first. Then I'm going to Harpoon. And then I'm going to... Dude, I don't... Just take a card. Alright.
I drew both Mighty Weapons.
Okay, I'm going to just hit this guy for 5 and him for 4. Wait, you got 2 of those?
Yeah, I told you I had 2 Mighty Weapons now.
What in the hell?
My last, my boss loot was good.
Yeah, okay, I'll take Iron Will. Give 10 block to all heroes that have 10 or more incoming damage. 2 block otherwise. Okay.
Snapback. I'm not really stocking major block, though. I only have some block. I might just pass on this and not take a card at all. I don't really like any of these options.
I'm going to heal for 50% of my life.
Yeah, healing seems awfully nice. And in fact, use medicine for me is also free. Beans for the win.
For free.
Free.
You gotta love that free medical care.
I can get a free copy of Weakest Link and a Kanbei, but I don't think I want either of those.
Yeah.
I don't think we're really worried about moving targets any longer. We're just blowing stuff up. And I'm still on 6 money. Do I want immutability?
Well, JayVo's coming up with his turn. Coming back to this this floor selection screen here. This dungeon is 12 floors deep, and as you can see on floor 6, we both ended up having our boss, which is randomized between, I believe, floors 3 and 6, and then your second boss, or you might even call it a mini boss, is randomized between 10 and 7. So when you're playing with 3 people, you might encounter your bosses on different floors. You might encounter them all on the same floor. When you fight your boss, you get 3 gemstones instead of 1 as the reward. But you don't get to choose the location. And so we are currently at floor 8, so we have 4 more floors, and then the final boss, which we are fighting the Archdemon. We'll go into explaining how that goes if we actually make it.
So for floor 8, do you want the good news or the bad news?
It's puffy corpses, isn't it?
Would that be good news or bad news?
Well, I mean, you do 12 AoE, so it's actually quite good news.
It's not puffy corpses. It's a mini boss, but it's also a camp.
Oh, okay.
So
well, I took puffy corpses because of the aforementioned 12 AoE.
because mighty weapon, sure.
Oh, it's this guy. This is terrible. I should be able to unlock you, though.
Oh, yeah, right. I can play Dread as well. And I have...
Would you still be able to mighty weapon?
I can mighty weapon, yes. I will
Okay.
lose my block, of course, if you can cover me after that. But if I blow up enough stuff, I gain... Well, no, because...
Allow me to Ascendance as one of our cards. I have Iron Will, actually. So... Ooh, but that's odd.
Where am I taking 14 from, though?
AoE.
Oh, it's all that
puffy
stuff
corpses.
over there? Oh, I can just blow all them up. That's fine.
So then that'll reduce by 5. Then the problem... See, this is the problem. I have Iron Will. I can give you plus 10 block. However, you will then use all of your block. And by killing the things, you will no longer be taking 10 damage, so I won't give you that block. I can help you out, though.
Well, so I can give 6 block to everybody and just get a skill card. And then work around it.
Personally, I think the AoE is the best choice. But if you have your reservations, then we can like take out some ghosts, I guess, and deal damage to the boss.
I think it'll be all right. You just have to unlock me. The magic barrier is still cool. And then I can just delete all of these nerds.
Nerds indeed. And then that is what I got for you.
Sure. And if I'm doing... I guess I can play Dread. I just don't capitalize on it yet. We'll just do some econ building.
Oh, you should have played Dread first, because that actually would have allowed you to get block from those kills.
Except that Disarm would have done all that anyway.
Influences are not your cards.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Well, the more you know. Everybody learned today. Ooh. Yeah, it's okay, that was free medicine.
Summoning. I have another mighty weapon. I can also force us to draw a card.
That might be good. That is good.
I have double mighty weapon.
Double mighty weapon. Okay, so I just got to unlock you, yeah?
Yes.
Are you able to do a lot with 3 more mana? Or not so much?
Unfortunately, I have Boomerang Shield and Mighty Weapon, which kind of have counter synergy since I'll be losing my block. Although I do have a second Dread. I could double up Dread. And if you think that Dread will give me armor back, then yes, with a bunch of
Okay.
mana, I could do a lot of stuff.
Then that is what I will do.
Cool.
And I'm willing to assure you that Dread will give you block still.
Let's find out.
Oh,
I'm a little afraid of the ghost just because I don't want to take the extra pain, but because it'll lower my damage output, but I think that I can't quite get more than 2 targets per AoE, sadly. If I'm then doing 4, it's only 3 because of the ghost, right?
so for those of you at home, these ghosts, the ones with the little like stitched up gray heart, whenever we kill them, we gain a weakness, which is this debuff that JayVo has here, which makes you deal 2 less damage in a turn. Very important for if you plan on AoE nuking things, you probably don't want to purposefully spawn a bunch of loony ghosts.
Speaking of which.
Well, that wasn't our fault.
No. They're all repositioning. I can grant a bunch of shield this turn, but we're not actually taking damage. But I do have 6 in stones and plowshares.
He is
So
marked for 5, causing him to
card.
take 5 more damage from all sources.
I have Mighty Blow as well as Sticks, but I'm only 3 armor.
You have
is not
Sticks?
Awesome.
I can
I have
give
Sticks,
you
but
another 2, but yeah.
Right, it's like, I guess I can do 4 here. Sticks just to close it out. Not a great turn, but we're also not dying, so. I am further disarmed.
Like super disarmed.
I have double Mighty Blow.
Sounds
Mighty
good.
Weapon, pardon me.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm locked still.
Oh, you are correct. You are indeed locked. Well, this is kind of awkward. Double Mighty Weapon pretty much solves the whole field, yeah?
It's a medium AoE, so I can get at least the boss and 1, if not both, of the ghosts. Okay. Let's try this. Sticks and stones. Alright, we're just gonna Mighty Weapon. Actually, I can't get all of that. Can you deal 1, or can you clean up 1 damage to that guy if I only zonk him once?
Unfortunately, I've given you all my mana.
Fair.
That was probably math on
So
our end. I
with the marks
probably
I can
could have
do-
thrown a bolt, done some damage, and then that would have last hit, yeah.
Because the mark will leave him at 1 damage, and I certainly want to stop the summon. I just don't necessarily want to burn another card to do it, which is fine. I don't see any better way to handle that, so we'll do this real quick. And then I still have 8 with 4 mana to play. So I guess this is just going to happen anyway. And we'll take a stretch after that. Ugh, yeah, feels good. Thought it was gonna be a stamina build, and it ended up not being, so I gotta get that out of my deck.
All right.
Thrill. Do I take a
What
Defiant
a
Roar?
thrill.
Are we scared of armor? I think we're getting to the point where we need to start thinking about being scared of armor.
You're talking about getting something that will break armor?
Break armor's block, or monsters block in a long medium cone. Use 1 stamina to gain 2 block for each monster in the cone. I have very little stamina, but
I mean, it gives you something to do with that stretch.
it does give me something to do with the stretch. But if I'm trying to get stretch out of the deck anyway, Defiant Roar is less interesting. I can get a second Styx, which maybe. Or I take nothing. I don't think Thrill is worth it. Attacks dealing 2 more damage means that I don't make the 15 damage breakpoint on Massive Weapon. Because that would make it a 14. And getting to 15 is a big deal.
Oh, you're talking about taking Rage Cage?
I have Thrill for 2 mana. It's a Influence green card. Your attacks deal 2 more damage, exhaust.
Oh,
Just flat.
jeez.
Exhaust, which pulls it out of my deck, which is nice, but I don't know if 2 additional damage lets me hit any breakpoints I care about.
Right.
Or a second stick. But as often as I'm shredding my own armor anyway, maybe
Oh my
it is
god,
Thrill.
I'm a fool. I could have gotten Silver Spoon.
Spend 2 to get 3.
Yeah. Actually, no, I think I came in here with 1.
I think I pass on all of these, actually. I think I keep my deck narrow. Free medicine. We love free healthcare.
There we go. We have never been healthier. I'm going to grab a... Oof, this is actually quite rough. I'll grab a vault. Hopefully you pop off and get like a free legendary or something like that.
I can get a free random artifact of any rarity this turn, or I can spend 3. Can you see what the... when you examine, can you see what the options are before you buy? Like if you right click or whatever?
On the 3 cost, the one up top, yes, you can take a look, but not for Snatch.
Right. Rage Cage actually just got the option for. Can no longer block yourself. That seems bad.
Yeah, you would need to have those influences in.
But I do have a burrito. We don't have a lot of healing, but the burrito is quite good. Burrito or Rage Cage? Probably burrito then.
Yeah, you don't have to take those, but having burrito as an insurance policy sounds pretty good because you have.
And I think I misclicked and ended up saying that I was going to anyway, so that's fine. And I'm still good on money.
But yeah, just so if you ever need to use a mighty strike or mighty weapon,
right,
it only costs you 1 life to possibly save a ton.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the burrito's fantastic. No question about that. Do you still need to strip cards out of your deck? Do you want to go to the Sage?
Yeah, might as well. I think it's only going to offer me my starters, like a block, but that might be what I need.
I'm down to 9 cards in my deck, so
oh,
two of them are massive weapon. This is a pretty room. I like the spider.
And we got some Chaotic Goatman for some heals.
We do. I have Dread and Mighty Weaponry.
I'm going to block you for... but mostly me for 2.
I can Mighty Weapon and try to take out where some of this damage is coming from. Like I can zonk all these guys down here. That kind of helps
Or
both. Or these.
this guy
Or
is
all of
critting
this.
you, unfortunately, so you're going to take 20 if you do that.
This guy?
Yeah. Unless you can somehow kill him.
Well, I can deal 12. Or I can stack more armor. I can get 6 more block for both of us. And then not attack, although I can use health to boomerang shield him. And then mighty weapon. My boomerang will do. Yeah, that might do it actually. $22. Yeah.
Are you able to get this succubus as well?
Not if I want to get.
Not if you want to get him. Gotcha.
Oh, it's like literally. Oh, it's the most magic of pixels.
The one that doesn't exist.
Exactly. Oh yeah. If she leaned forward just a little, I would have it. So I'm thinking I can do these.
Oh.
Is that more useful?
Yeah, that seems pretty good. And so then you're going to get 2. You get to heal. And I'm thinking about just giving you another... What would you do with 2 mana?
I would Mighty Blow something, or I would... Yeah, I would Mighty Blow something. I can Mighty Weapon something. How about I do that instead?
Well, that also seems pretty good. Because if you go up there and you get... Oh yeah, everyone down south too.
I can do, like, this here.
Yeah, that'll full block you down there.
Here.
And then Succubus won't steal any damage off of dealing damage to you, and you'll still full block because you have Dread in place.
And I have a short sword too.
Oh, absolutely.
I just gotta figure out who I want to deal 2 damage at, since nobody's close. Maybe this dude? I don't know, or this dude? This dude's kind of scary.
So if you guys at home like not doing all the hard work and just helping out while other people do like math and shit, you could play Mage.
Or Rogue sometimes.
That doesn't work if all 3 of you are playing Mage, because then somebody does have to do the math.
I have 2 mighty weapons.
Okay, I have a chilly blow. I can freeze
Here's
all
the range
these
of my
guys.
mighty blow.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Like this looks pretty good.
You won't kill anything though.
I'll kill a couple of the charging dudes.
Actually,
I'm taking 38 though, which is probably
I can freeze. I can freeze all this actually. So yeah, you're free to mighty blow if you want.
Well, why don't you freeze, and then I'll figure out how I don't die.
Well, these 3 things here is most of your damage. So if you can mighty blow and kill a couple things, then I can do this and then block you some. If you mighty blow, like, you know, up around this area, you can kill 3 things.
Yes. This here is 12 to all those.
Yeah. Okay.
I have another mighty weapon after that.
These guys.
Great.
If you mighty weapon again, though, I definitely cannot help you, and you'll take 10.
What else? So this is the only guy that's actually still dealing damage?
Correct.
I can also... I have sticks and stones, which is why I'm stopping to think a minute. Because that'll be for 6, and then I can short sword for 4 for an additional 10. 10 doesn't help a ton. I think... Yeah, because it'll strip my armor if I...
Hold up, what you could do, though... Oh, they're going to block, though. I was going to say what you could do is just reduce these guys.
Yeah, they're not hurting me, I guess. But I'm going to lose 6 and...
Oh, I was talking
other
about
option...
the shield throw and that stuff.
Correct. I can mess with that a little bit. I can either Mighty Blow for 2, or I can Short Sword and Sticks, which is 10. So I suppose...
Well, I suppose another thing that you could do is if you Mighty Blow, right, you're definitely going to get a healing card off him, and then you could just use that next turn, or the turn after. And then a lot of things are going to be at 12 health. One of them is going to block, but we can do something about that later.
Well, because I have the burrito, I'm tempted to want to use the healing blood now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And then Mighty... you can't Mighty Blow, though, because of the guy up top.
Well, I can rip these. Yeah, I don't really want to lose the arm, but I can deal 8 and then into a short sword. That seems okay. Because now I have 2 healing bloods.
My hero.
But I don't have enough cards to power the healing, so I think I just take... The healing blood will shuffle.
Yep.
So maybe we just chill here. Or I eat 1 now. I'm down 2 life. I heal 5. I think I can eat 1. We'll be safe. All right. My deck is so narrow. Like, here is some camaraderie for you. I have both mighty weapons.
I have Link. I can give you 3 mana. Another thing that I was going to say that I can do is I could have zapped that guy ahead of time. But you have 2 mighty weapons, so I can also do this. And you could...
We have options.
The only thing I'm concerned about is how do we take care of this guy?
We have options. Like, I still have another mighty weapon. I don't really want to be taking damage right now, but I certainly can.
That's why I'm thinking that you'd probably want to kill that. But if I gave you... Do you have your short sword in hand?
No. But I do have a boomerang shield. Can you deal 1?
Yes.
Do you want me to boomerang first so you can last hit? Okay, that's fine.
It really doesn't matter much to me.
Not at this point.
Like, the most that I'd do is maybe get Inferno. Like...
I wonder... I can dread and then heal back. That's fine. Not that we need dread at this point in the fight, but...
Alright.
I do have my short sword now, and a mighty blow, and sticks, but I don't have any of my big booms.
Well, there's not really much else I can do for you, besides throw some of my damage out.
And he's just repositioning anyway.
Yep. He's decided he doesn't want to play with you anymore.
I don't blame him. I treated his friends very poorly. Double mighty blow? Or mighty weapon?
Alright. Oh, there we go. Now I have a last hit for 3 that will actually heal me as well.
I don't want any of those new cards. Free Pray Together to remove a selected card? Sure. So does Camaraderie help you at all? The free draw card? Does that matter? Otherwise I'm going to nuke my short sword. I don't think I need it. Or even Mighty Blow at this
It can
point.
help, because it's cycling through my deck faster to get the Link, which most of our power turns is me giving you all my mana, so that you can do a ton of things.
I agree. So I think that Mighty Blow is no longer worth it. I think I'm just going to nuke that one.
That one also seems like it's a little
With
under
mi-
for you.
with mighty weaponry being so much better, I think mighty blow can go. Free artifact. Or no, I can examine for 1 money to get legendary stuff. Pawn with my with my super tiny deck.
Just keep all your cards. That way you don't have to worry about drawing into something that you can't use.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you've got 4 gems, and you're just looking for a place to use them.
Precisely.
My boss
And
is up, by the way. I think yours
Great.
is too.
I think so. So let's. Oh, transform is not the same as upgrade, or is it?
It is.
Okay. So then, do I upgrade that short sword that I'm looking to get rid of? Upgrade sticks and stones. What do you upgrade to?
Oh, that's the one you want.
Goes to red mist, deal 5 damage in a medium radius.
Oh,
Heal
you
3 hit
don't
points
have
for every.
it.
Yeah, I guess I don't.
Boo. Breakthrough is deal your block in a line. Like a very
Oh, got it.
long, narrow cone.
What does dread upgrade to?
I believe it's when anything dies.
Team effort, yes. It's instead of when I kill a monster, it's when 2 block to all heroes after a monster is killed. That seems great, because then you can start doing that too. Are you dealing much damage these days?
I
I mean,
kill
like,
things that with low health. That's about it. Like the enemies with 15, you pretty much just mighty blow, and then I might harpoon bolt them. But
right.
you're right. We would get some value out of that, yeah.
All right. Team effort it is.
But otherwise, no. No.
Not really. So we can go to the armory. There's upgrades there and bonus block and healing, which we probably don't need. Or we can go to the sage and remove more cards.
Well, I mean, sounds like you're pretty good on removing cards. I
would
can
get
get
rid of
rid of
short
some
sword.
of my starters.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, my 8-card deck that still has a short sword I don't want in it.
Plus, those serpent warriors have exactly 12 health.
Hey. So I have mighty weapon.
Okay. Do you
Here's,
have do you have sticks and stones?
I do.
If I gave you Iron Will first. Oh, we've got this guy over here.
Sure.
That's making our blue cards cost more.
It is.
So I can Iron Will you.
Neat.
Actually, I suppose that's a huge ordering deal. I probably should have waited till after you Mighty Blood to do that.
Well, it means that I'll stick first. And are we trying to take out this mini boss, or are we trying to deal 12 damage to something else that is not in AoE?
I think maybe... Actually, hold up. What is your Mighty Weapon radius?
This big.
Okay, that seems pretty good, because if you hit this guy, you won't be taking damage. And if you can also hit that succubus, which it looked like you were... Yeah, then I can blast hit her.
Okay, but before I do that, I can deal 12 to somebody else.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then you can deal 12 to the succubus over on my end. Because then maybe I can...
The attacking one?
Yeah. Maybe I can draw and...
Well, I can also AoE that. I have 2 mighty weapons and the mana to run it.
Oh, well then. Beep.
Boomerang shield, no joy. But I do have mighty weapon for all of these.
Sounds good.
Unless I can also take out the 2
Well, take out everything on your end. That actually seems pretty good.
You're taking damage though, and I would like to help prevent that.
Well, you'd be able to take out most of the damage. I suppose you're more likely to just draw your mighty weapon again, so what does it matter if you
Exactly.
kill them now or later? But,
Other than to prevent 3 damage to you right now. Can I get all of you? Maybe?
Doesn't seem like it.
So close. And if you want, I can make you draw a card, but you don't have any mana anyway.
Yeah, no, that could actually be horrendous.
Oh, we shouldn't do that then. And I have the pawn, so I keep all my cards anyway. Team effort. Into a mighty blow. Or a mighty weapon, pardon me. I can get... Yeah, I just have to do the close ones, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Then I'm trying to look at everything that I could possibly do to help out, and I think that might just be making you draw 3 cards.
Well, I'm out of mana, so hang on. I
Oh.
can power through the power of burritos. I can keep going and kill these 2.
I don't think that that's necessary.
We're currently not taking damage this turn, so I'm inclined to pass. The cool thing is that I think I will... Yeah, this is fine.
Okay, hold up.
Double weapon.
Go ahead. Feeling pretty good about that. Feeling especially good about that.
That's what happens when your deck is only 8 cards big. You know, like, we'll do it again.
Another one.
Diamond Knife, 3 damage. Increase the damage of this card by 5 with each play. With my narrow deck, I think that's actually... That's a take.
I took another Iron Will.
Do I have 2 cards I want to get rid of? Probably not. Short Sword and Boomerang Shield, maybe? Like, do I even care about Boomerang Shield anymore? I don't think I do.
Yeah, it seems a little awkward.
So my deck is now 7 cards. Do we have a minimum deck size?
No.
No? Oh,
No.
Alright. Don't think there's anything I want to spend my money on here. Unless you would like extra mana, or would you like extra mana for next turn?
I could use it.
Right. I mean, like, do we have anything particularly difficult? This is floor... We're on 10, we're going into 11. Is that correct?
Correct.
And then 12 is the end. So...
Well, I'm picking a Sage, so I might be able to get rid of some more baggage in my deck. I am currently... It looks like 14 cards. Which is terrible.
Extra mana for you.
Yay!
I can take us to the camp to heal up before the end boss, or a Sage. I think it's camp.
Yeah, just in case.
And it's Slithering Warriors, which I nuke on contact anyway, so...
That looks like a pretty good cluster up there.
It looks awesome. And I have both mighty weapons and a team effort.
Okay.
And a camaraderie. So yeah, we roll in.
Can I? Yeah.
If you're gonna grant armor, I'll take it now before I start mighty weapon. I have a stick and stone in hand. Otherwise, I need to
Okay. Because I was thinking I could also block you after, but I suppose there really won't be much left for you to get the bonus from Iron Will.
So for 14, if I can like
actually hold up
1.
How about that?
Oh, that's great. Any particular succubus you want deleted? I'm thinking.
Anyone that's
her.
attacking, really. Yeah. Actually,
right.
Yeah, that one sounds good because then these ones are all clustered up for you.
How about that? I do have another mighty weapon that I can play. It will cost me 1 life if I do. But if you want me to hit your back line, yeah, there you go.
Oh, you just missed that one.
I thought it was in the ring.
We're fine. Okay.
Sticks. And a weapon.
You got sticks?
I do.
And then in my weapon I can get Bolt Hell. Actually, I can finish off both of them if you hit them.
I'm wondering what I want to do with my sticks before I do. Maybe her? Or her?
Whichever's clever. Or if you sticks this guy, then when you get your second mighty blow, yeah.
Mighty weapon. See, we want to do the succubus upper left.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Because I can draw you a card. I can draw you a card. And just because I feel like it, I can do none for you. Make you draw some more.
You draw some more.
No, you! You piece.
I only have 1 card and it's everyone draws, so we're just gonna cycle that one forever. I want to use this knife for 8. So we stab you. My knife is 13.
Well, hold up.
I had to eat some burrito on that round, but we're doing okay.
I don't think you had to eat some burrito. I think you're just a burrito addict.
What's wrong with that? How about some infinite stuff?
Ah! It's tempting to take the Fractal Whip just so that I can do something, but at this point in the game, it won't allow me to do anything still. I'm at pretty much full health. Let's remove a magic bolt. We've kind of outgrown them. And I suppose I should... Well, I guess I'll increase my max health by 3.
Yes,
it's technically more healing.
And exercise, both for free. So unless, yeah, I don't have any other group buffs that I can spend, I don't want to remove any more cards, shockingly. So I think we're good here. To the boss!
Alright. So currently in the demo, there's 2 bosses. We're going to be fighting the Archdemon. And each of the final bosses has a specific, like, I guess, limit mechanic that they have in place to keep you from just going absolutely god-awful infinite. And what the Archdemon does is he makes it so that so long as 2 or more players are alive, nobody can play cards twice in a row. So now that JayVo's played a card, I have to play a card. And so we're going to just mark this boss for 5.
I have weapon.
Sounds great.
If
you can leave a succubus with 3, I have Bolt Hell.
Cool. Do you want me just to take care of all the slitherers on your side? Will that leave something at 3?
It would not.
Well, I can do this group, and that will leave the succubus.
That sounds great.
You'll leave 2 succubi, as long as you're cleaning up.
Yep.
I have another weapon.
Okay. And then I can huge block you. If you go for these slitherers now, I will not be taking damage, and then I can block you for more damage. You're going to take some damage, but, well, I suppose you could burrito once right now.
I was going to say, like, there's definitely going to be some burrito time. I have sticks for 14. Can you clean up, like, 4 damage on that guy?
I have no mana.
Oh, well. Because I also have my knife for 3, and I can take her out of the picture. I don't really want to take 22 damage today. But
well,
I don't. I can only play 1 card, though, because you won't have anything to return with, right?
Right.
If I make you draw a card, no, that doesn't help, because you're still out. So I guess...
I think you're going to have to set up for next turn.
Right. The question is, where do I want to put 14 damage?
Well, if you hit the rogue, the succubus is likely going to back up, and then you'd still be able to get them with a mighty blow, and then you'd be able to kill the rogue.
Decent enough.
That's about all I can think, besides you just deciding to kill something on my side, which doesn't necessarily have to happen.
Yep.
Oh! Now that's
buddy.
a problem. I don't know how we're going to deal with that. I have a freeze that I did not draw.
I have both weapons, and I have sticks.
Hold up. I have a harpoon bolt. Allow me to start.
Yeah.
I still do not have my freeze. It is the next card in my... Oh, hold up. It's not. I had it in my last hand. Damn it.
I can make you draw.
That would just make me draw a magic bolt. So it will not help us.
Alright. I have sticks for 7.
Sticks for 7. Who's getting crit? I'm getting crit by this man.
Probably him into Mighty Weapon.
Yeah, so if you hit him for 7, he'll be at 16. I can Inferno to bring him down to 12. If you can also... Oh, you also want to get that rogue.
Can I get the boss in that? There. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And I get a healing blood, which I don't want to spend right now because it's your turn.
Okay, so what I can do is I can crowdsource, which will do 3 in an AoE here. That seems pretty bad, so instead we're going to zap, and that's going to hit you for 2, you for 2, you for 4, and give me a healing blood.
Do we want to do a round of healing bloods while we are doing no mana?
I have no use for
Oh,
mine, but
you
you
haven't
can.
taken damage yet.
Yeah, I
Do
can
you have
though.
an
If
action?
you want to play a card, I can link to make you play again.
All right. I have another weapon. My armor probably doesn't matter a ton, but I don't think I can kill with 12. Well, I can save damage for you, and I don't die, and I have a blood, so I think I mighty weapon your side.
But you'd be barely alive is the problem.
Well, there's
But
no summoners.
you would solve my side. There is something to be said there.
Yeah.
There's the link.
And then I drew into another mighty weapon. Which doesn't do a ton right now,
He's
but
grown
it is
mad
something.
with power.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so disarmed right now. I don't think I can get all three. And
If you do that, I think you do die. I think you need to heal.
Your play? Or are you done?
I can click and turn.
Yeah, so can I.
Okay.
Like, I keep my hand because of the pawn, so
Yeah.
whether or not I think I just saved my burrito time for the end run, where I just, I'm down to
Smork.
6, so that's exciting.
Okay, I can make you draw 3 cards. That's pretty much the best thing I have in my hand.
I have no cards to draw. I have my entire deck in my hand.
Okay, then I can
Wait
make
for me to play cards, and then
Okay.
then make me draw out of my discard.
Okay. Deal.
I think I knife him just to power it, and I get the blood off that. Your go.
Yeah, my problem is that I don't really have a lot to do here.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just stuff that, damage in. I can throw more team effort. I actually have to healing blood this turn. Do you have more actions?
I can perform 1 or 2, depending on what you need.
Well, we're not taking damage, and so I intend on next turn, I can mighty weapon, and then whatever you do, and then I can mighty weapon again.
So you're fine stopping here, or
If you like the
within
other
1
option.
card.
Right. I can make you draw a card if it helps.
Nah, I'm thinking I'm gonna zap here for 10 on him and 4 on the warrior.
Sure.
He's gonna disarm you, but like, I don't think he knows who
I'm
you
disarmed
are.
anyway. Yeah.
Like, you have the berserker skin for a reason.
That's right. I just bit my shield right in half. And then if you have a play, I can weapon again. And if you don't,
I do
you can
not.
cheer.
I'm actually fine with this because I have
I'm
more
super
health to
fine with
lose. Oh, he's gonna crit! Oh shit! It's okay. I have
Oh.
a hold up. I have a freeze. Can you play more than 3 cards?
Yes.
Okay, you go first. Can I get both of them? Oh, there we go.
Dang. And then I can also do this.
Can you play another card?
I can play Camaraderie and force you to draw.
That's not worth. Okay.
Five marks. What joy.
I could have marked him another 5, except that I was like, let's make him not deal 30 to me.
Yeah. Mm.
Which, in retrospect, was kind of selfish. All
Do you
right.
want me to lead?
I should, yeah, you should. You probably can play more cards. Or I just wanted to get the kill.
It's your video. GG.
GG.
14,605 universes. You win only in
Limited health care. You can only heal 2 times in a camp during the whole run for 1 torment.
Where are you finding this stuff?
For 1 Torment, I got Hoarder. You lose 5 HP when skipping a card reward.
Hey, that's
The How to Kill
That's all.
Sybilz challenge 2023.
That doesn't even look useful.
Oh my goodness, I got another skin for the Mage. Chronix is going to be so upset.
Call it incentive.
There for you to find. I have 3 of these.
Well, thanks for the invite. I hope that if people have any further questions about Hellcard, feel free to put them in the comments. Or, who knows? I hear you got some sort of Patreon thing going on. If people are interested in playing otherwise. But with that,
Yeah,
appreciate the invite.
absolutely. Catch you round. And as JayVo said, if you guys have any feedback, be sure to leave that down in the comments below. Be it questions, concerns, comments, misplay alerts. Probably was a ton of those. And until next time, we'll catch you guys around.